Could you imagine canceling a date on this? On this? I feel really bad for the guy.
Why do we have to do the work? Ain't worth it. Now, if you're wondering what this comment is all about, you're thinking like, you know, maybe something is unfairly skewed. Is he talking about like a project? Or he's like digging ditches and doing like the back-breaking stuff? No, this is about dating.
Of course it's about dating, right? As facetious as this woman is being, of course it is about dating. Men are done putting in the effort, and this woman, who is a 40-plus-year-old divorced individual, is pissed off about it. She is annoyed, she is frustrated, she has a whole host of these videos where she tries to clown men for not giving her and other women the princess treatment that they think that they deserve. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. And on today's episode, man, today's subject will be this woman who is 40 years of age. We've covered her before. She is divorced. She is a very pleasant individual. And she's mad that women are no longer getting the princess treatment, right? She wants the princess treatment, but of course, many women are not getting it because the men are not interested. So let's jump right into it. Guys, do not forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
For men, it's the 3-step rule. Step 1, first date, drinks. No coffee, drinks. Step 2, second date, lunch, brunch date. And step 3, if she doesn't do anything for the man, tell her kick rocks. This is La France, Hemp Hill. La France.
You can tell she's already pissed off about this, guys, because it's not enough for a man to take a woman out for drinks and probably pay. It's not enough for him to also then take her out for lunch or brunch and then probably pay there too and plan both of these things, right? Because the moment a woman is required to invest, the moment a man requires her to invest anything, then of course it is a problem.
So basically, let me translate this. For the first 2 dates, you're making it clear that you're not really doing much to put energy and investment into this woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I be buying you like a $200 steak or something? I don't understand this, because here's the thing. Taking a woman out for drinks or taking a woman out for lunch, it still takes effort. Usually the man is the one who has to plan it. Usually the man is the one who has to pay for it. And then to top it all off, there's a lot of times where he has to drop you home, carry the conversation, and do everything in between. Right? So let's not pretend like this requires no effort. It's not as big of an investment as, say, dinner, because men are sick of getting scammed by taking women out to dinner on the first date. But it still is investment. But of course, she's not happy about having to return any sort of investment to the man. Again, guys, this woman is 40 plus years of age, divorced, can't possibly imagine why.
To put energy and investment into this woman that you're allegedly interested in. And by the 3rd date, she needs to work to impress you, even though the first 2 dates you haven't done anything to impress her.
Where did the man say that the woman needs to do something impressive, right? Like, the guy is simply saying, hey, she should give something in return. You know, maybe she should plan the next thing. Maybe she should pay for the next thing, right? Maybe she should do something kind. I don't know. But like, again, this is just totally an insult to this woman, because women aren't expected to invest anything whatsoever.
She has to chase you.
Again, the dude didn't say that the woman had to chase him.
You're in your soft guy era. You want to get princess treatment. You want her to treat you like the prize that you are. If you look at it this way, women don't pay for male schmegs workers. Men do pay for female schmegs workers. Thus, women are the prize.
Okay, so hold on. Hold on a minute. We've skipped a few steps here. So, because female night workers get paid, by the way, there are also male night workers. It's just obviously, I would assume, not as typical for the men to get paid. You know, kind of like an OF account. Probably the men make way less money, but there still are dudes who do this profession. But are we saying that because women work as night workers more than men, that men should go ahead and pay for all the dates and not expect anything in return? What kind of logic is this, right? If we're just making the argument that women are night workers, why should men even date you in the first place at all then? Why should they take you out to drinks? Why should they take you out to dinner? Why should they put in any effort whatsoever? Right? If men wanted to go see night workers, they would go see night workers. This is some crazy logic that this woman is using. Again, I want to stress every time she says something stupid in over here that she's 40 plus years of age and she's divorced. Can't possibly imagine why. Also, this guy is not asking for some sort of king treatment. Okay, he's not asking to be, treated like a princess. The guy is simply asking for something in return. Right? If she doesn't do anything for the man in return, then she should kick rocks, which honestly is true. Men are expected to plan the dates. We're expected to pay for the dates. We're expected to oftentimes drive the woman, at least after the first one. Like, we're expected to carry the conversations. We're expected to initiate the conversations to begin with. No. Like, at what point are the women putting in effort? Oh, when you have kids with the man? Like, let's be honest, the rate of having kids is significantly lower these days. The women just want to have you pay for their bills and not actually have a family with you. So there's also that. Ridiculous analogy. How dare you, woman? How dare you liken women to night workers?
Pay for male schmegs workers. Men do pay for female schmegs workers. Thus, women are the prize. If you
Well, I'm sorry, what kind of logic is that? That is crazy.
You want the companionship and company of women, and I'm not talking about schmegs, but just in general, women are the prize. You have to show up. And you absolutely cannot go into it assuming that she is going to throw herself at your feet and beg for your attention.
Where on earth did the man say this, by the way? The man just said that the woman has to do something in return. This guy is not even saying that she has to do something amazing, that she has to treat him like a prince. This woman is so pissed off and bitter. It is absolutely crazy. I see why this woman is divorced, guys. This woman made a video a while ago that I covered, and she was complaining that when she used to be with her husband, that he would walk ahead of her. He would walk too fast. I would do the exact same thing. I don't want to be anywhere near this individual. Like, this woman is nagging this dude based on words that he never even said. Imagine being this woman's husband. Oh, hell no.
Because women are not doing that anymore. Or if you find a woman who is doing that, you know there's something wrong with her. Check her arrest record. Check her mental health record.
I mean, while we're there, should we also check her divorce record like yours, or are we going to skip over that?
If you want to be in your soft guy era, that's fine. You can find a man who is in his healthy masculinity to take care of you.
I love how these people, guys, whenever men expect any sort of fair treatment whatsoever, right? Any form of reciprocation from women, right? Anything whatsoever, the shaming language comes out. Oh, you want me as a woman to do something for you? Oh, you must be in your soft guy era. You must be looking for a masculine man, right? All of this, these people that are so loving, so accepting, so caring, all about equality, the first thing they do is shame you with someone else's sexuality, by the way. Like, isn't that interesting? Isn't that very interesting to think about, guys? Is the first thing they will do is say that you should look for another man, okay, and that you're looking for princess treatment if you are looking for any sort of reciprocation whatsoever. Let's continue into this next clip here today, guys. This is a woman, you know, a lot of these women, regardless of age, are faring no better. Here we have a woman who is talking about Valentine's Day. Now, if you don't know what Valentine's Day is, I didn't learn what this word was until today, unfortunately. When I say unfortunately, I mean it's unfortunate that I learned it at all. So Valentine's Day is when women get together with their gal friends, I think, because they're single and alone, and then they do some sort of Valentine's Day event with their friends. I don't know. They just have to feel included in the day if they don't have a Valentine. Anyway, this woman has been single for a few years, And she's talking about Valentine's Day. So let's get into this one.
You're single and you're planning on doing a Valentine's Day with your friends on the actual 14th, like the day of Valentine's Day, I would urge you to reconsider. As someone that has been single for the last 3 Valentine's Day, I can attest that it is one of the only days a year in which you can go to the bar and almost guarantee that the man that you are talking to does not have a girlfriend.
I swear, there's like such a correlation, guys. It's crazy, right? How there seems to be a correlation between an annoying woman on TikTok and her singledom. You know, when they pull up the camera and it feels like they're lecturing you and nagging you immediately about something that doesn't even require such anything like this. It's like, wow, I understand why they're single. This woman that I pulled up a minute ago, this one right here, guys, the moment she starts talking, you're like, oh, of course she's divorced. Same deal with this one right here. It's like, it doesn't matter if they're 23, doesn't matter if they're 45. You can tell by the way that these women speak, man, which ones are single, which ones are destined for the cats and the boxed wine. And it's very funny. Let's keep going.
I can attest that it is one of the only days a year in which you can go to the bar and almost guarantee that the man that you are talking to does not have a girlfriend. Because the people that are going out on Valentine's Day are typically not the ones in healthy relationships. They're the people that spent their entire day going through their Instagram feed and seeing exes, enemies, and everyone in between posting their happy relationship. And they are driven to drink because they are like, fuck, I'm lonely. And this year in particular, Valentine's Day falls on the Friday of a long weekend. So if you're in a relationship in which you have the means to go visit your partner for Valentine's Day and you choose not to, that's typically a good indication that the relationship is not going in the right direction and you should reconsider.
I'm sorry, I have just stopped listening. Like, I don't even know what the hell is going on. I'm distracted by the sheer amount of hand movements that this woman is doing during the video. Guys, like, I'm telling you, man, men don't ask for very much in relationships whatsoever. They really don't, right? Peace is probably up there with probably for rank 1, I would say, in what men are looking for. They just don't want you to be a pain in their ass. Okay, so when women get on TikTok, and guys, I make a lot of these videos. Okay, if I can't make it through the video, what chance do you think that this woman's future boyfriend has of actually putting up with her all day? It's got to be close to 0. And you know, to highlight that argument there, this woman has been single for years now. Single for years. Like, this woman, again, all of these women could go out there, even this one, just a 3, 2, 1 jump scare warning, guys. Even this one right here could have a boyfriend if she wanted one, right? As shocking as that is to say, she could have a boyfriend, not a problem. But they're just so headache-inducing, guys, to the point where I don't even know what the hell this woman's been saying. Like, the hand gestures are more interesting than the content of what she's saying. Holy hell.
And so if you're in a relationship in which you have the means to go visit your partner for Valentine's Day and you choose not to, that's typically a good indication that the relationship is not going in the right direction and you should reconsider. So I would urge you, if you are a single girl, to either turn your Valentine's Day into a pregame and hit the bars, or reschedule your Valentine's Day and take full advantage of the fact that this is the one night a year in which you do not have to check if the guy that you are talking to secretly has a girlfriend. You don't have to cyber stalk him. You don't have to look for his wallpaper. You don't have to check if another girl is messaging him. There's none of that, because if your boyfriend is going to the bar without you on Valentine's Day, then that is a really, really, really red flag.
Okay, so here's the thing. This woman is so clueless, by the way. This is how you can tell that the women are clueless, is because she's sitting here talking about having to check the dude's phone to see if he has a girlfriend and all of this sort of stuff. But the odds are lower because it's Valentine's Day. I mean, guys, women filter for the dudes who have already been selected by women in the first place. This is why every woman goes out, well, a lot of modern day women at least, they think that every dude is seeing multiple women and that he has a bunch of options and there's a good chance he has a girlfriend already and things like this, is because these women are choosing dudes who already get attention from women. It doesn't matter. If this woman goes to the bar on Valentine's Day, okay, she's still going to go for the dude who's attractive. Nothing's going to change. She's still going to go for the dude who gets attention from women. She's still going to go for the dude who's probably seeing a bunch of them at any given time. And then she's still going to complain. Her little strategy here doesn't work because these women just select the wrong men every single time. It's absolutely hilarious. Now, let's unfortunately continue back into this part of the video. This is the 40-year-old divorced woman. Okay, I was going to do these videos back to back, you know, do this one here and then do this one here, but I just couldn't listen to the woman for that long consecutively. Again, no idea why she's divorced. So this one here is when men admit that they don't want to put effort into dating anymore, as if this is some kind of a shocking revelation that men aren't interested in dating women like you. Let's jump in.
Why do we have to do the work? Ain't worth it. Now, if you're wondering what this comment is all about, you're thinking like, you know, maybe something is unfairly skewed. Is he talking about like a project?
I mean, this woman must be incredibly dense, because the first thing that I thought of was obviously that the man was talking about dating. Like, it's very obvious, but she's trying to be sarcastic here and pretend like generally people wouldn't understand. I think a lot of people would come to the conclusion instantly, particularly men. Men would look at a comment like this and be like, yeah, this guy's probably talking about dating.
He's like digging ditches and doing like the back-breaking stuff. No, this is about dating.
I mean, I would personally, guys, I'd rather be digging ditches and doing back-breaking stuff, as this woman put it, rather than put in effort with a woman like this. I would certainly rather go out there and dig ditches all day than to deal with a woman like this all day. Absolutely. Like, no questions asked, guys. Would you rather put in effort into dating, right? Especially when the reward is women like this, or would you rather go dig ditches? I'd rather dig ditches, to be honest.
This is about dating. Specifically, I gave some tips and tricks on how to approach a woman that you want to pick up, that you see that is nice looking. You know, a stranger, how to approach in the wild so that you're not creepy.
Yeah, so here's how you don't be creepy, is you be attractive to the woman. That'll probably get you 90% of the way there. You can choose your words and phrases afterwards. Any advice, guys, I'm sorry, but any advice that this woman gives on her TikTok, I guarantee you it's stupid. I mean, she'd probably have one good take in quite a few. You know, everyone, like, what's that saying, guys? You know, broken clock, correct sometimes, you feel me? But at the end of the day, if this woman's giving advice on approaching women, anytime, as a general rule of thumb that I live by, guys, is I don't take advice from women who are divorced over the age of 40. I simply don't do it. I wouldn't recommend that men do it. You can do what you want. But the video that she made giving advice on approaching women was probably very bad. So let's keep going.
And so that you're not off-putting. And that's too much work for this person. It tickles my funny bone. How many men out there don't want to do the work? I mean, at least he's admitting it. I love that. And all of us, thank you, sir, whatever your name is. Some men, definitely some men, just expect that they can roll up and be like, I'm here, I have arrived. How many of you want me? Don't all of you come and chase me down at once? And they're looking around and they're like, no, not all of you at once. No, stop. And there's no one there.
What is this woman? This woman's just making up scenarios in her head. This is not what the man said at all. The man said that why should men have to put in all the work? And like, these women don't understand, guys. Women do not understand this in general. Approaching women and trying to make something work with a stranger is absolutely work. I would argue it's actually harder than digging ditches, to be honest, especially with modern day women, guys. Not only is it very, it's not a pleasant experience for men to be rejected over and over again. So there's that. Then you also risk the chance of being accused of something you didn't do, creeping the woman out. So now you have this social stigma surrounding you. You know, there's a bunch of risks that go into approaching women. It's altogether not a pleasant thing for men to do whatsoever. So it's very easy for women to sit here and go, well, it's not work. You should just approach us. You should be a real man and come out here and approach me, right? It's not that hard. It's not like it's digging trenches or anything like this. And it's like, okay, if it's so easy, why don't you do it, right? Women seem to have such an issue with men not approaching them, even when men have very valid reasons not to. And again, guys, who in the hell would want to approach a woman who's over the age of 40 and divorced? I don't know. I have no idea. She's putting so many words into this dude's mouth. It's actually crazy. This dude is not looking for some sort of celebrity status treatment where he can walk into a venue and all of the women are interested in him. I have no idea where the hell she pulled that out of. But here we are, just making crap up. The dude's just saying that he's not interested in putting in all of the work and effort that surrounds probably getting, having a relationship with a stranger or making the first move and making things happen with a stranger. Makes sense to me, to be honest.
Fuck, this is not the deal that they signed up for. Buddy, if you want a woman, you gotta do some work. And here's the thing, if you don't want to, don't.
Yep, great idea. Couldn't have said it better myself. No thanks.
But don't complain about being lonely and that the women don't want you.
He never said that, by the way. Again, putting more words into his mouth.
And that they're going for the Chads and the Brads and the top 10%.
Of which, by the way, I have to keep pausing because everything this woman says is stupid. These top percentage men, let me just go back here, right? That she's talking about, the Chads and the Brads in the top 10%. These men do not have to approach women whatsoever. They don't. They simply do not have to approach women. So you mean to tell me that the average man has to go out here and approach a woman who's giving it up for free to some random dude just because she finds him attractive, and then maybe when she's 30 she'll settle down and have a relationship with you? Like, because let's be honest, guys, this is the path, right? The average guy, typically when he approaches a woman, he's typically going to be rejected. The men who are highly attractive don't even need to approach in the first place. This is a very valid concern that men have, by the way. It's like, we're expected to put in all the work. We're expected to front load the effort. And the question is like, okay, why should I do that? For what is my reward for doing this? A 40-year-old divorced woman? A woman who's going to go out there and hook up with attractive random dudes anyway off of dating applications? Like, no, man, this is not a good deal for men. It really isn't.
For the Chads and the Brads and the top 10%. The top 10%, if they don't have looks, they got game. And I can promise you, with this comment, you ain't got game.
Yeah, guys, all you need to get a woman is you just need game, right? You need to say get the hell out of here. Guys, if you think I'm just BSing, okay, please go and watch some YouTube videos where men set up fake profiles and they pretend to be highly attractive guys. You can say anything to women. I saw one, man, there's a video from It's a Gundam. Okay, you should go and check it out. It's like something like hypergamous women on Tinder or something like this, man. The dude sets up a profile where he literally categorizes himself in the bio as an offender. Okay, I can't go into detail on that, as an offender, and the women still hit him up anyway. Okay, yeah, guys, you need to develop game. You need to just work on your game. Get the hell out of here, man. I don't want to develop no game for no modern day woman. Holy hell. If this is my reward, right, or even this woman here, guys, like, this woman's been single for many years now, for a few years, she says. Do you think she's been sitting there just reading the Bible on Sundays? Because I don't think this is what this woman has been doing. But don't worry, I have to go learn game and I have to put in all this effort to approach her when some random dude on Instagram is going to DM her and she'll end up at his house anyway. Great idea. Yeah, let me just go and do that. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.